Hi, my name is Jason Matthews from Eskasoni First Nation, Cape Breton Island. I'm 21 with ambitions of being 22 in the near future. Poet, pop cultural archaeologist, midnight raconteur, I in no way conform to the prime ministerial stereotype. I don't aspire to be a lawyer or a doctor. I don't read Maclean's. I didn't run for student council during my elementary or high school sentences. Frankly, you need someone like me. Ottawa is congested by too much silt from the same well. Those who pass through the gauntlet into higher public service look and sound exactly the same. Uniformity breeds brittleness and vulnerability. Ideas become inbred as disastrously as genes. In no field is inbred thinking more rampant than in native affairs. For decades, the same sound bites have been lobbed around. It's a never-ending loop of statistical mantras and facile formulae. Most general programs addressing the native question are glib, meaningless affairs. That we're using ancient extortion tracts as our primary vehicles for macroeconomic change boggles the mind. The tragedy is that the issue is too important for this treatment. So long as native communities remain politically marginalized, Canada's moral legitimacy is held hostage. So long as the solutions are tactical and symbolic, every Prime Minister from here on in can expect to add another layer of dressing to the wound. The jurisdictional shoals and particularism of the First Nations political landscape is such that any meaningful attempt at reform will be hindered. We have to clean shop and start over. What I propose is a full-blown Aboriginal executive government. The power of chiefs will be purely municipal and ceremonial. Major initiatives will be coordinated by a professional civil service beholden only to the Aboriginal Authority. Federal and provincial mandates will be clarified. The pillorying of political energies to treaties abolished. Regional needs won't be ignored, but addressed within the broadened framework, with greater resources and coherence than is currently possible. There are some reservations in which each band member is a millionaire. There are others lacking basic infrastructure. This is consistent with the guiding ethos of Native government relations. Divide and conquer. The First Nations Authority will have indirect taxation and redistributive powers at its disposal. Band members will thus have a share in the common good rather than depend on federal dispensation for elementary services. This could go a long way to transforming 100-year-old refugee camps into viable communities. Reservations are technically corporations, with a CEO and a corporate structure. As an extension of this, annexation should be a purely corporate affair. The legal rights of Indian land should extend to purchase land, giving isolated communities a stake in Canada's increasingly urban economy. There are already reservations in or near cities, and the advantages are clear. For instance, Member 2 First Nation in Sydney has been running $100 million surpluses for the last few years, while Eskasoni, 60 kilometers from nowhere, is insolvent. Yet another ideological shakedown would be hardly calculated to win friends or influence people. Indian Affairs should underwrite the plan initially, but nothing more. The point is to reduce Native Canada's federal dependency, not cast the same behavior in self-empowering terms. Aboriginal banking must be explored as a major fiscal avenue. While there have been some pioneering efforts out west, what I propose is nothing less than bringing the offshore commercial model onshore. This will create a stable, independent pool of investment, as beneficial for natives as for Ottawa. Integrating Canada's second world is a big deal, but I'm not a one-trick pony. I think travel should be heavily subsidized for students. Bigger tax breaks should be awarded for investing in the film industry. Our military desperately needs funding, so do our art galleries. I'm a staunch supporter for the prevention of cruelty to Torontonians. The poor dears can't help themselves. A good Prime Minister is a dutiful son. A great Prime Minister is a vandal.